Hi, in this video I'm going to use the MTS CNC simulation software and I'm going to create a template of work holding so that every time I do a new simulation I don't have to start from scratch on my work holding. For this exercise I'm going to use our Mazak HDN 5000 horizontal machining center, and we created in a previous video a tombstone we called steel tombstone. Well, that's the tombstone that we use in our shop, so when we do our setups we don't want to have to recreate that work holding all the time, so we're going to make a template out of that so we can quickly choose that template. Now I want to add the vise on the back side of the tombstone as well, so let's go into TopFix and go ahead and do that before we save our template. Go to Setup, Work Pieces and Clamping, Workpiece Clamping, go into TopFix, and you see we have our setup. I'm going to hold Control and mark the vise. I'm going to duplicate the vise. Good, and let's go ahead and move upwards. I think that's a good location for our vise, matches the other side. And I'm going to show the plugs and sockets so I can see where I'm clamping. And we'll take our center jaw, Control, mark our center jaw, duplicate that as well. Put him right on that plug. Or we'll get that one. I believe I got it. There we go. Now we snap to that plug. And we got to do our floating jaw. Control, mark our floating jaw, duplicate that one, put it on this slide. Underneath. Oh, we'll duplicate that again. Bottom, row. Duplicate it one more time. Space bar in order to get our arrows to put it on the right slide. So how far open and closed I have the jaws is not critical right now because every job will be a little bit different, but we've got our vise set up with our fixed and floating jaws on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and say OK. Lower right hand corner, let me out of your way so you can see it. OK on the lower right hand corner. Save that. Accept. So this is the tombstone that we normally start with. That's where we're going to make our template, but while we have our tombstone set up, we also want to put some tools in, because in a template we can also bring tools in. So let me go ahead and go back out of your way. There we go. Tool number one we're going to say is a 3-inch face mill, so we'll exchange tool number 1. Inch face mill, we'll pick our 3-inch 90-degree face mill. And tool number 40 is going to be our probe. And we need the diameter of the stylus, the KD, so let's order them by those. And we're going to pick a 3mm guy right here, 3mm diameter stylus. Accept that. So now tool number 1 and tool number 40 are our standard tools. Save that. Now I'm going to say File, save a copy as, go into our setup, and we'll just call this Skill Zone 1. We're saving that in our setup. Save. So now we have a copy of this guy saved, and we can use that for a setup. If we look in our templates, we have Steel Tombstone 1 now in our template. So let's go back in. Let's pretend we're starting a new simulation. We'll say NC Programs folder just to start a blank simulation. And we'll say I'm going to create a new program and we'll call it sample 1. And instead of the default setup now, we're going to do setup from a template. And I'm going to select steel tombstone number 1. Now we see when we open this, we've already got our tombstone, our jaws, we've got everything we need to get started. Change our material as required. And if we look at our tools, we've got our face mill and our touch probe already populated in our magazine. So that just speeds the process of going from program to simulation, because you don't have to create any custom work holding that you use in your shop, but you still have it all. You're still accurate and your collision detect will work. So you've got a good, accurate simulation of your process before you go to the shop floor. So that's how we use TopFix to create a custom work holding and then save that custom work holding as a template so that we can reuse it in any new simulation. Thank you very much.